got the ready to go. So hi guys, we're back to the channel. So today's video we've got 3 phones and 1 iPod right here and the camera that I'm using right now. So all those 5 devices can be used to compare them all, the cameras and everything. So these 4 and the camera that I'm using right now are all going to be I'm going to be showing you today what they're capable of, so when they're versing together. So let's see what they're like. And so first of all, I've got my phone that I'm using right now, the Samsung Galaxy S10, and then we've got my old phone, the Samsung Galaxy S8. This got 1 camera, that's got 3 cameras, S10. And then this is my first phone, the Samsung Galaxy Young 2. See right there. And then the iPod, so they're all in good condition. The shelf's just got 1 camera, just right there, very small. So yeah, and obviously the camera that I'm using now is also got a big lens, the Canon M50 I've got here. So as you've probably seen, you can check it right up here or up here where it will be in the cards, but you'll see that I've versed my Samsung Galaxy S8 versus this camera, the Canon M50, so they'll be in the same playlist right here, so the camera comparison playlist, so you can check that up there also if you want to know more about the S8 and the M50. So but this video is all about these 5 devices, so let's see what they're like. So guys, starting with the S10, we've got this first video that I took when we're doing our walk. So as you can see, it's going from right to left, and it's just seeing how good the stabilisation is with this S10 compared to obviously all the other phones. I think it's just the second video, as you can see, start from right to left again. This is the Canon M50 this time, so doing the same exact video but just comparing the stabilisation and the colours and everything. So I think it's very similar. I think slightly backed up a bit from, if you look at the building or the house, and slightly further away, but it's very similar. So yeah, this is the video on the Canon M50, the first video. So comment down below how you like it compared to the Samsung Galaxy S10. So let's go on with the next video. Okay guys, so the second video is a zoom test video. So going from same place again, but going into the pole, zooming into the pole. So this is the second video. So and it just does that flicker again, but I think it goes from 10 times zoom to 0.5 zoom, as you can see right there. So but this is the Canon Samsung Galaxy S10. So let's see how the Canon M50 does it. So because this is quite good zooms here, it does quite a big long zoom, but the M50 doesn't. You'll see that in just 1 second there. So guys, this is the Canon M50's time. So as you can see, it zooms in and then zooms out again, but as you can see from that few second clip, it doesn't zoom in as much as the Samsung Galaxy S10. So yes, that's the main difference. I think the colours are very similar overall and everything, so yes, I think that's good with this video. So let's go on with the second video or picture that I show you. So comparing both of them together, as you can see in the video, but comparing the Canon M50 versus the Samsung Galaxy S10, so the pictures this time. So as you can see, they're both very similar but very different at the same time. So what I mean by that is that the Canon M50 has more of like darker colours, so like more like I would say natural colours to what I saw on the day. So and then the Samsung S10 has more of like vibrant, bright colours, so more of like Instagram sort of photos and everything. So that's the main like sort of difference. And then also the M50 has like more of a more cropped in sort of thing. The S10 is more of a wide angle, I would say. So the M50 takes more of like square sort of photos, just like landscape photos, and then the S10 takes more of a wider shot. So that's the difference here. So, but they're both very good quality and everything. No, nothing's like blurred out or anything. They're both very similar in that. It's just the main difference are in colour and different profile, like the format sort of thing. But yeah, so let's go on with the next video picture. So guys, as you can see, so that all starting at the same time. The videos, as you can see. So first of all, when looking at sorry, let's start with the S10. Let's just start with the S10. As you can see, zooms into the Logic camera bag, and then it zoom into the not the light, but because it's slightly shorter than doing the rest. But I was going to zoom into light, but we had to move on with our walk. But anyway, and then also looking at the S8. So starting with the Logic bag, and then into my shoes, and then onto the sun, into the sun, and then going from light to dark. As you can see, it's good quality, vibrant colours and everything. So, and this was the same outcome as the S10, even though I zoomed into the Mom, Dad and Sam. So yeah, so that's the S8. Then with the Apple iPod, so it's quite dark colours, as you can see right here. When we go into sun, it goes up, sun comes out as like very circular, very like dark orange, and it goes from light to dark, and it goes quite dark when it comes out of the sun, and it's quite dark colours. I think I might put my finger over the lens slightly there, as you can see on the left hand side, but I think it's still good quality overall for this is the iPod. This is the 4th generation, by the way, so it came up 2000, I'm not sure what year now, but I'll put it just right here on the bottom. But as you can see right there, you see the quality of the iPod. And then also lastly, looking at the Samsung Young 2, and this is slightly poor quality than the iPod, because that's just how Apple products go at the time. I think this is an older product as well, the Samsung Young 2, and it goes exactly the same again, going from the sun to the dark trees. There's that dark colour, so as you can see right here, it's still quite good colours and not too bad quality. And then after the zoom capability is not the same, it's only 2x zoom, but the S8 is 8x zoom, the S10 is 10x zoom, and then the iPod doesn't have any zoom at all. So yeah, so it goes, this has the best zoom, the S10, then the S8, then the Samsung Young 2, then the iPod. So it didn't have any zoom at all. But yeah, those are the first videos with all 3 phones, 1 iPod, and the Canon 50 also has good video, as you can see from the video. So yes, let's go on with the next photo or video. So guys, this is the first video starting with the S10, so this is the second video, so go from left to right again in a circle, and then go up to the sun again, comparing from dark. And then as you can see from the video, I'll go a bit faster there, but let me do some more zooming in. A bit shaky there, but just moving along. But as you can see from the video, yeah, it's looking pretty good. Then onto the S8, very similar story here. A bit more exposure to the sun going from dark to light. But yeah, still quite similar in the idea. Yeah, as you can see from these 4 phones, it's a similar sort of idea. Now looking closely at the young 2, as you can see it's quite dark and everything, dingy. I don't know why I didn't go into the sun here, but it's quite not so good at this point, but still quite good in the whole theme of it. But that's that one. And then onto the Ipod. As you can see right here, still better than the Sammyjg 2, but it's still not very good quality going from dark to light, as you can see there, from the sun to the trees and the grass and the ground and everything. But yeah, there's the 4. This is the second video, and they're getting slightly better each time. But yeah, on to the next video, picture again. So this is the picture. So this is the picture one this time. So start with the S10 again. As you can see right here, it's got more of a realistic sort of colour here. So this is the widest zoom it can go. So this is for all of them, by the way. Because I have other pictures right through here, but this is the first photo they've got here. As you see, it's quite crisp and everything. As you can get close to the sand and to the sky, it's very blue. And then look into the tree. This is the main reason why with this picture I chose this one. So as you can see, it's very different in colour between the S10 and the S8, because it's more realistic in the S10 than the S8. It's more of a vibrant colour sort of thing to the S8, and it's more of a the zoom capabilities. This is on the S10. It's more of a wider zoom, wider angle than the S8, as you can see. And then also looking at the young 2, as you can see here. I don't know why, but I accidentally put my finger just underneath the lens. But anyway, as you can see, it's more of a similar colour to the S10, but then it's all very dark and still quite dingy because the exposure is not as good, because the lens isn't as capable with bringing all the light in to make that perfect picture, but still quite good quality for the this kind of phone. This how old it is? I think it's like 2000, early 2000s. And then also the Ipod, as you can see right here, it's actually quite similar to the S8, as you can see right here. With the colours, it's quite like more of a brown than a sandy gold yellowish colour, as you can see right here. But yeah, still got quite good quality. So like, but the Ipod. So, but I think the worst one again is the young 2, as you can see, comparing to the all the 4. But yeah, because obviously the young 2 has like more blurred out branches, but I'll come on to that now in the next picture. So this next picture, guys, so starts with the S10. This is 10 time zoom, so this is the closest you can get. Obviously the same distance for all of them, as you can see, but this is closer, so this is 10 times zoom. So as you can see those crisp colours, and it's realistic colours, like again with the sand, like I said before. But yeah, this is still, there's no blurred out branches or anything like that, so that's good from all that the S10 has to hold. But and then the SA, this is 8 times zoom, like I said, there's a theme here, so S10 10 times zoom, S8 8 times zoom. But as you can see, the zoom capability is not as good, but still quite good quality in picture. But I don't think it's as good as the S10. As you can see right here, it's a bit more blown out on the old branches and everything, and the wood and everything, so yeah. But then looking at the Young 2, this does, obviously it's only got 2 times zoom, Young 2 times zoom, but because only zooms in to the full size of the tree, as you can see right here, so it doesn't have, so you can't zoom in very far to the individual branches, as you can see right here. But obviously this has the lowest quality pictures, as you've seen from the videos also. Now looking at the Ipod, so this is actually better with zoom capability, but as you can see it's all very mushed in and very blurry on the Ipod here, so nearly not as good as the Ipod, as the S10. If you look at the difference, as you see on your screen, it's a massive difference what they've done with comparing a 2020 phone or 2019 phone to a 2000, I would say 10 or 11, something like that. So it's at least 9 or 10 years old, something like that. But yeah, this is 4th generation, like I said. So yes, that's the 3rd or 4th picture I've shown you up to now. But yeah, let's go into the next picture or video. So this is the next video, as you can see right here. So similar sort of story. So this is a sort of more of a panoramic. So we're going all 360, similar to the second video that I did with these 4 or 5. So as you can see from all 4 or 5 devices, we've got the S10 first of all, as you can see here. So we'll talk about, so we'll go from left to right again, and go up to the sun, and then come down again to the dark space, and we slowly go round from left to right, as you can see here, past Mom, Dad and Sam, and then back to the centre again. So similar story again to like the other video, same sort of concept. So we go left to right and into the sun, and then we look at the exposure in this kind of video. So similar again to this one, but with the S8 now, looking at this. So as you can see, going from left to right, from coming out of the sun, it goes quite dark. I would say as a bit more dark, slightly darker than the S10, so I'm trying to say, and the sun's more blown out, I would say, looking at this video, as you can see right here. But yeah, now looking at the Young 2, some sort of story, not as good quality or anything. You're not going to get as good quality from this device. Now as you can see, the crop factor is different as well. The trees are much closer there, and also the sun, as you can see, goes much very dark there in this video. But yeah, and then looking at the Ipod, so got quite good colours. This device, like I said throughout this video, not as close as the Young 2 to the trees, as you can see there from the crop factor, but into the sun it's more of a circular shape from what we've seen so far. Similar sort of theme, but this just not compare like what it's comparing all 4 or 5 devices, cameras, sorry. But yeah, that's all at 5 so far. So yeah, let's go into the next picture or video. So this is just looking at photos, guys, right here. So as you can see from the S10 looking up, so the colours on this are pretty much accurate to real life what I saw, because it's all very pretty much the same colour. There's some like blown out bits on the left hand side of the petals, but still good quality at the same time, because from the S8 more of the centre of the flower is more of an orange colour, as you can see. So I would say sometimes the S8 does do slightly better with colour, although the S8 has more blown out bits, not as good detail in areas, and as you can see in the background it's blurred out more of the background as well. Also you have to look at these photos, so yeah, looking at the young 2 also, you can hardly see the whole colour of the flower, because it's all majority, as you can see from the 4 petals on the left hand side of the flower, it's all blown out, all very bright and exposed, not very much quality, and then it's all the same. There's no blur in the background or anything, obviously because of this type of phone and how old this phone is, doesn't do all that, but compared to the rest it has that effect to give it more, that the flower more of stands out more, is what I'm trying to say, from the background. And also looking at the Ipod, as you can see, not as good as the better than the Sammyjg 2, but still that resolution, the dark is quite dark at the same time. As you can see here, the Ipod seems to be very dark at some points, although the Young 2 is even darker and more exposed, as you can see right here. But there's a trend here how the S10 is the superior overall, then the S8, then the Ipod, then the Young 2. But yeah, this is the other photo. Now on to the next flower picture that I took. So this is a purple one this time, so still really good colour in the S10 right here, as you can see. So we've got the dark areas and that blurred background, as you can see right here. Same sort of story, so just wanted to take a different coloured flower just to give you a second idea, So and then the SA right here, it's more of a pink. Now in real life I would say it's more of a darker purple, like the S, as you can see right here. It's more true life colour. And then the S8 is more of a pinkish colour, as you can see right here. So that's why the S8 sometimes brightens up the exposure, and it makes those colours a bit brighter than they actually are. And then looking at the Young 2, it's all very pale and everything on the, all very exposed on the old petals, and no background blur yet again. It's more of a light purple this time, not like the S10 at all. And then lastly, looking at the Ipod. So it's still more of a lighter purple, not as deep as the S10. So as you can see right here. But yeah, let's go into the next picture or video. So on to the next picture, as you can see, this is the Bluebell Walk, the title. So, and then also if you look closely near the bottom, it's got the writing, so it's kind of like blurred out, but then you can still sort of read what it says. Voluntary code of conduct, as you can see, and then writing below on the S10 right here. But it's obviously that green colour, but then on the S8 you can still read it, it's but more of a cropping sort of photo, I would say. So, and then but it's more of a turquoise, just more of a darkish green, which is more true to life, I would say, because this is more of a turquoise colour. And then on the Young 2, you can hardly see the writing talk. It's all like blurred out and everything. And but then the Young 2 also has very light washed out colours, as you can see right here. And then looking at the lastly the Ipod again, same sort of story, like kind of washed out colours, but it's actually still kept that dark green background to the Bluebell Walk title, as you can see there. And you can slightly see writing also on this one. But yeah, that's those. Also the Canon M50 throughout this. So yeah, on to the next one. Now with this video, guys, I want you to listen to how it sounds. But yeah, that's today's video. We're comparing the Canon M50 versus the S10 versus the Sammyjg Young 2 S8 and the Ipod. So yeah, let's do the outro. So guys, hope you enjoyed today's video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and comment as always. So that took some time to obviously edit out and everything in this video, but hope you liked it. So there's other device that I didn't do today, but comment down below any other devices that you'd like me to review for you guys and to show you their speed or camera quality or anything. So other suggestions, I could do speed comparison between these phones, so I can do that for you guys because I've got more time now. But yeah, so hope you enjoyed today's video. As always, smash that like button, and also follow my social media right here, Instagram, Snapchat, all in the description down below. Follow me there, and I'll see you in the next video. See you then, guys. Bye.